Brooklyn fragrance lover. Brooklyn fragrance lover. Brooklyn fragrance lover. Brooklyn fragrance.
Hello everyone, Carlos, Brooklyn Fragrance Lover. I'm here with Mr. Paolo Terenzi.
Hello everybody.
Tiziana Terenzi, did I say that correctly?
Yes, Tiziana Terenzi is perfect.
Thank
Nice
you.
to meet you.
Likewise. We have a sort of a relationship on Instagram. We follow each other, and
Yes.
this is the first time that we're meeting.
I'm your great supporter and follower.
Yes. Thank you so much, and thank you so much for making the time. This is great.
It's my pleasure, really my pleasure.
So, perfume. How did you wind up in this fabulous industry?
I was born in this industry in a way because my grandfather was a perfumer and established a company in 1968 when I was born.
Tiziana Terenzi is from 1968?
Yes.
Oh.
And I always used to say I was born in a candle and swim in a drop of hot perfume because all my life I was around wax, molecules, ingredients, and perfume. He was a great perfumer. He told me everything about the
So you learned everything from your father?
Grandfather, yes. And of course not. After I improved myself following my career, but really the first DNA and the first love, I think, it started with him because when I was a child, I worked around with him and we went to the woods, to the hill, and he took any kind of woods, flower, and he blind me and say, what is this?
Wow, that's awesome. I love it.
I need to improve to solve the question. And so it was very nice at the end.
So your whole life you've been around perfume, that's wonderful.
Yeah. And I also didn't know it's something special because I was born in this business and we produce private label for many brands. And this is my main part of the business for our company. We are partnered with Apple di Parma, Brioni, Gucci, many brands that you find many that you made interviews, it's my partner or customers. And we decided with Tiziana, my sister, to make something unique in the memory of our father when he passed away 12 years ago, to say thanks to the heritage that he gave us. And more than a kind of not material heritage, it's something that he gave us through our soul.
Absolutely.
And we did something in this way because we would like to make a collection without any compromise. We don't have any clue about the idea of the market at the time because for us the project and the job we finish when we deliver the goods to our customers, and after it takes care about the marketing and everything. But at the time we did something to show to our customer what we are able to do with any kind of limits of price point, of ingredients, of decoration. And with Tiziana, my sister, we did this collection. And
Let me excuse me. An Italian-based perfume house. I don't know if I said that before, but I'm sure we can tell by your beautiful accent.
I'm sorry. Yes, I'm so my English is very bad.
No, it's not. I understand you fine.
But what is the question that when I start to speak, I'm like a river. You have to hear me to stop.
That's a good thing. It makes my job easier here.
Thank you. No, so when we started with this project, without any idea to enter in the market, frankly speaking, but some of our customers, the big customers, they say, you know, guy, you did a good job. Why you don't try to enter in the market? It's also a good moment for the niche. And for me, niche doesn't mean a lot, but I prefer to speak about artistic perfume.
Okay.
And so we started, and we had the fortune to meet people that trust in our project, and quickly, because we have really launched the brand in 2013 in January, and now
you're relatively new.
It's very new, but with this kind of background and long expertise, we reach a very good position, and now we have very important stores in the world because we are
Worldwide also.
in many places. And so I had the fortune to visit these places and to meet a very important and nice person that is very nice for me because in terms of human research, I improved myself a lot. I'm very thankful.
He's here on a press tour. He's going to be appearing at Barney's tomorrow. I don't know that this video will be up by then, but he's here in New York City. I'll probably make an announcement on my Facebook wall and on Instagram.
Thank you.
So why don't we go through a couple of your perfumes?
Oh yes, here we have a part of the collection. The collection is quite wide because...
How many in the whole collection?
Yes, we have, the line is divided from the classic line, and there is a
Which is this black?
the black and the gold simple one is the classic one, is the classic line.
Is there a difference as to why some are square and some are round?
Yes, there is a difference because behind each premises there is a story, and behind each story there is a journey. A journey that I've done or we have done with Tiziana in our life, and the experience that we had around the fire. The fire is very important, and you see also in the logo the fire, you know. There is a double T in the center of the medallion, there is a crest of the Italian jewel, and with the double T versus the other, and the fire, because the fire is the judge of our life. We know all the experience that is happening around the fire, and I try to hold the beautiful moment of the life. And I'm using this spoke before about music. I'm using the molecules like notes to create my melody. And I try to get the moment, and because life is beautiful but not perfect, even my perfume has to be like this. And I'm really boring about the perfume way to make the juice perfect, round, like it's a French style. I'm politically correct, and I used to say what I'm thinking, because I like when the perfume has something that is like a 7 minor with a 9 plus. You have a tension inside, no? This kind of dissonance that you create the tension that you are here, you need to hear. No? The same with the perfume, you need to smell it. And I used to say the perfume choose you because you need to be.
This is true. Yes, for sure.
And for this reason, in the classic line, I made always 2 perfume, any lances, one with a black soul and one with a white soul. It means the black soul doesn't mean naughty, but is a more intimistic journey that you do when when you make a kind of journey or an experience, and you realize that inside you make a click and you improve yourself. It's a journey inside you. So if you find a perfume that is more complex, it's a black bottle, solid like a stone because it's a pillar of the collection, and you have in the gold round bottle. We have
white fire.
Yes, white fire. You have an experience that is more in outdoor contact with the nature around you. For example, white fire. I climbed the mountain in Italy that is called Cevedale. It's a very nice glacier and land in the Dolomite. And in the morning, when I wake up in front of the tent and with the fire in front of me, I breathe the beautiful environment around me with the fresh snow, and I try to get the fresh snow of the oxygen out
in the burning woods.
and the burning woods inside.
Awesome.
And if you smell the fragrance, you can realize this place. So this is the idea because we did the line. So we have the classic line, plus we have the Luna collection that is a white is a white bottle.
Okay.
We don't have one here, but I want this for sure. We have and this is a cup of the white of the Luna, where Leonardo da Vinci made this painted. Yes, with this is a new one. It's really a preview, and nobody presented this fragrance.
And mine, let's play it.
Yes, why not?
Here,
Yeah, here is yes. And so you have the moon phases, and I'm speaking about the journey that Tiziana and I we did during our childhood, spending time with our grandfather in Italy, around Italy. So you can feel the difference of the creation of this perfume. It became more gentle, like a caress, because it's a moment of the journey that we have done, and at the same time, the border between the dream and the memory are very subtle at the moment, no? Because you think about something in the past. So also the perfume becomes more gentle in this way.
This doesn't seem gentle to me. This seems pretty full, actually.
Okay.
Wood or no?
No, this is a mix. Of course, wood is always a part of my signature.
Okay.
I use
All right.
any time kind of woods. First of all, to give elastic to give the structure to the perfume. And I love to play with sandalwood, or with oud, or with patchouli, like really a beechwood, another part that I like a lot. So anytime you will see like my signature, this part of wood. But this is the fragrances you feel also the part of the fruity on the top note.
There's a fruity component there.
That is really the moment of the summertime in Italy. There's a lazy moment with when the temperature is very, very hot around you and you feel the ground on the tongue.
So that's called tabit?
Tabit, because the Luna collection is speaking about constellation. And also we have Orion that I bring with. The Orion is the new fragrance that I bring for you.
Thank you, that was very kind of you.
So you will try it.
Yes.
So you can enter in the mood, because Luna is not very famous here on Ireland so far.
It's been released or about to be released?
No, we are launched in Europe, and because I'm using, I forgot to say, but I'm using only natural ingredients, so my production is very limited. And even my distributors.
For the whole collection or for this new one?
For the whole collection, I'm using only natural ingredients. I really focus on this. I know that there is a big arguments between the perfumer, synthetic or.
So you don't use synthetics at all? I mean, I know that synthetics sometimes balance or.
I used to create balance between natural ingredients, to create the synthesis of new fragrances. And I have my own molecules. I have my library. I do the job by myself. I'm fully independent. I don't want to work. Of course, I work with many for my job. I have to do also with many important customers and many important suppliers. They are using all synthetic. But for my collection, I'm using only natural oil. I don't want to have compromise. Yes. You see also the texture of the fragrance is super creamy, because we have a special alcohol inside that is fixed perfectly with our natural ingredients, and we need to balance it. The maceration process it takes more time. So for this reason, many times I'm out of stock of waiting list of the perfume. It's very good. Yes, it's very sexy as well. Good.
This is very nice. So are they all unisex or is
Yes.
there
For me, there is not different between gender in the perfume.
neither?
And I can wear. I was younger. I used to wear opium. And
Really?
yes, the first one. And I tell you that for me it fits perfectly, and it was a perfume of my mom. So I don't care about this. I don't have the idea that perfume is the driver of the emotion, and the emotion that does not female or male
Yeah.
is emotion. So there is no difference.
I unfortunately didn't start being open-minded about fragrance and perfume until maybe only maybe 10 years ago, maybe a little less. I always wore men's colognes, you know.
Yeah.
Never thought of dreaming of, I never thought of wearing a woman's perfume, but now I wear what I want. I mean, there's some things that are distinctly, like, really, really, really feminine that don't feel comfortable wearing as
Yes,
a man,
but
but
it's not your style. But it doesn't mean that you cannot feel.
Yeah.
You cannot wear it. And what is funny, every time I'm kidding my friend that are very masculine, and you know this kind of stuff.
Machismo.
They don't need to ask anything. That they're using to wear cologne, and cologne is the simple important part of the cologne is 2 parts of bergamot and 1 part of roses. So say now rose is very popular, but in case the roses is always a part of the cologne, and the flower is part of the cologne. So it doesn't mean that fragrances cannot wear it, because people say I don't like to wear flowers. It's impossible. For sure you wear flowers. And the same for the.
it's in a lot of compositions that people don't even realize.
They didn't realize. This is true. And if you like cologne, or you come from this idea, you have to try not to.
No, that was back then. Now
Because my research now is to come back to the origin of the perfume, because I'm very fed up about the perfume industries. They're moving very sometimes extremely to create a case, and they want to make something strange that the synthetic molecule can give also this kind of boost. And my idea is to come back to the origin of the perfume. So I also, the reason because I did these fragrances without alcohol, come back to the oil, to the only oil.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, thank you. Tiziana made this jewel bottle only
Attar.
attar.
This
Yes.
is your first attar?
Yeah, yes, this is my first attar.
I'll smell it in a minute.
Yeah, and 19th of March is a kind of cologne.
What is it?
19th of March.
19th of March?
19th of March.
That's my birthday.
No way, no way.
Yeah, this is the second time. My birthday was on the feast of San Joseph.
San Giuseppe.
San Giuseppe, San Jose in
Yeah.
Spanish. I did a video at another company and their shop launched on March 19th. So I think, oh, I never knew that.
Yeah, yes, this is a particular date for us because in our village we did a very big bonfire and all the people of the village stayed around the fire
Mm-hmm.
and the old men started telling the story and translate their experience to the young guy,
Mm-hmm.
to the childhood, and the young guy jumped the fire to demonstrate their bravery. So it's a very particular moment, and you burning the pain of the winter time, waiting for the spring. You can smell here that the winter is still there because it's cold, but spring is coming and the nature is getting up and waking up. No?
I have to spring March 19th on myself now too.
Yeah, yes, it's and
Very
this
nice.
is a kind of cologne. If you consider the structure of the perfume is a cologne, but in a different way.
I like cologne types more in the summer. You know,
Yeah.
I prefer something a little heftier, which is why I'm drawn to your line. You have quite a few smoky numbers and you have
Yeah.
a lot of food.
Yes. And you know, each fragrances are there because it has to be there. It's not because it's trendy. It's not because you need to do it for market reason.
Mm-hmm.
It's only because the story that is happening. Because my experience is to fix my memories through the perfume.
Mm-hmm.
I used to do since when I was young. Instead to write the note in my notebook, I used to fix the moment of the experience
Mhm.
through the odor. It's because the evocative power of the perfume for me is special, and because it's more easy for me to make a mix of molecules to create the moment of this meeting or the moment of the experience that I did. I had a lot of bottles in my library.
I'm sure.
All the place where I've been or the things that I done. Some good, some bad.
Do you smell other people's work and?
Oh yes, quite often. Okay, I have a lot of friends that are doing this job, so I love the job of Nasomato, for example.
Mhm.
Alessandro is, I like this guy. I love, you spoke before about Sergio Momo. I
Mhm.
really appreciate his job.
We were talking before the video that I was telling him that I really enjoy Italian style perfumery and all of the main players from Sergio Momo, Alessandro Bruno,
Yeah.
Riccardo Tedeschi,
Yes,
you.
yes, thank you. Thank you very much. Yes, I like to smell the other fragrances because I'm a fragrance addicted. I love the fragrances. I love any kind of perfume. Of course, I have my opinion. Something is good, something I don't like it, but it's not quite normal. Even my perfume, they don't like my colleagues. I presume. But it's important to smell the job of the other one, to have also the idea. And first of all, because I love to wear it, and sometimes also wear the perfume of someone else, and it's not
What did you wear as a kid growing up?
what I'm wearing now.
No, when you were a kid, when you were growing up.
Yeah. Oh yes.
Like
This
in high school or...
yes, this is a very nice question. I was really crazy for perfume since when I was young, and I remember that I collect money because there was a perfume that is Paul's Meat, is a cologne. It's impossible to find it. The only in London was available.
What was it called?
Paul's Meat.
Paul's Meat?
Cologne. Paul's Meat is a dresser
Okay.
stylist, an Englishman, and he used to do something unique. And he did this perfume that is incredible. It's a kind of cologne that fits perfectly with my skin. So I collect money to buy this perfume. Any guy that I knew that he was going to London, I have to buy one. And
Is it still around?
Yeah, it's not available now anymore. I have one bottle that I conserve like in my collection, like a special one. It's still not open, and one is open and oxidated, unfortunately.
How long does perfume last, in your opinion?
Okay, in alcohol, when the alcohol formula and you open the bottle, I think they can stay. Depends where you conserve also. That you take in a place where there is a light, sun effects, you cannot consider the perfume after 3-4 months as gone.
Really?
Yes.
3-4 months?
Yes, because for the oxidation, if you have a light, direct
Yeah,
light
yeah.
on the sun.
No, mine's out of like.
No, but if you have a place where you don't have direct contact with the sun and you don't have any kind of shock in terms of temperature, they can stay longer, more than 2 years or 3 years without no problem. Of course, it depends on your concern.
I'm a collector. I have over 300 bottles, and
300 bottles.
I've only had one bottle turn on me so
Yeah.
far.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I'm lucky.
So yes, of course. And also, but for me, I have oil in my library that are more than 50 years old. I have in
Really?
my library this whole collection that came from my grandfather, and because he was really a maniac to look for any kind of oil from nature, from real musk. I have wood, different kind of Indian wood, Cambodian wood, or Laos wood, or patchouli, or roses that have very long maturation, that they are super precious. I cannot give you a price for this. I have
Wow.
king that they ask me this kind of wood, but I say no, I don't want to sell. And I put few drop in any kind of composition that I did, the special one, like this new one, Dube.
That is a stunning, stunning bottle.
Yeah, thank you. This bottle is very precious. Tiziana did it, and also the straw is invisible because the effects of the alcohol you cannot see through.
Wow.
It's very special, and the juice of this perfume is something unique. I'm playing my violin, but it's really true. It's
Go right
something-
ahead. You should be proud of your work.
I am. Frankly speaking, I am.
I smell wood.
Yes.
I smell a little aromatic wood, a little bit.
Yes. And
I prefer wood. I don't mind wood. I just don't like when it's too funky.
yeah, but this is something wow because it's the part of the animal that is one is a real mask. So it's really part of the animalic. Now it's not allowed anymore to use it, but it is because this part is coming from something that is from my collection, more than 50 years old. I can use it, and it's something unique. And the first top note is a little bit stronger, and if you are not in the wood section, it's quite complicated. But it became
On skin it changes.
Yes.
This on paper, but on
Yes.
skin it warms, it changes.
and it's really super. Now I give the exclusive production for ours because it's very special one.
Those two, or just that one?
Only the Dube, this new one, specific for the Arabic touch because this kind of
Yeah, it's definitely.
is superb. I can tell you the wood is a very special one.
What's the other there?
The other one, let me see. Teal. Teal is more gentle, and on the paper it's a little bit tough because it's very subtle. Is a blend of real musk with citrus blossom on the top. So you have bergamot,
blossom?
citrus, bergamot, and grape, orange and lemon.
Yeah, it's bright.
Yeah.
I think this smells good. It's not rough. You said
No, they're a little bit rough on the paper because the paper.
No, I like this.
I don't like the paper effects because they own all of the effects because all of these are extra de parfum. So I have 30% of concentration.
The whole line, or just the?
No, all line.
The whole line.
I do all the extract.
Okay.
I don't care to make eau de parfum or the toilette. I use only pure oil, and this is the reason because when you spray the
So that means no alcohol.
no, there is alcohol in the extract, but less percentage than in the
Overall.
eau de parfum or the toilette.
I like that. This is very
This
nice.
is super and super sexy. You need a dry licensing to wear this perfume, man.
I don't have any more room left.
Yeah.
But I'll make sure to get to a store and try it.
Yes, you have to do it.
You have candles as well?
Yes, I have candle because I told you that I was born in a candle, and our candle are very particular because the story of the collection is speaking about fire, and everything is happening around the fire, and so we make this special wooden wick. Thank you. We made the special wooden wick that when you light the candle speaking, and they make the crackling like a fireplace.
Ah,
And so it's something very special.
so it adds to the ambiance and the mood.
Yes.
That's cool.
Yes, and also the sound, because it's really an experience through the fire. So you have you can satisfy your scene, but also the hearing of the fire and the sound. It makes you in a good. It makes me in a good mood. I think.
Yeah.
And the scent, of course, because through the candle you have the scent. And I have this special patent worldwide that my father developed. This our candle are made with a special natural wax, food grade, the same wax that you can find in cherry gum or in
Mhm.
cheese. So
Wow.
this is also the reason because we are very well known worldwide for the candle. We produce candle for the most beautiful brands in the world because our candle is unique and there is no kind of poison. You know, when you light a candle, you can also create the poison.
Yeah,
from the
yeah.
fire.
Mhm.
And this candle is completely safe, clean, natural,
Good to
and
know.
you have a very nice experience around it.
So it's a family business, your business. It's been
Yes,
around for a
absolutely
while.
family business. Yes.
Are you the only perfumer?
In the company, yes.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
No cousins or sisters or brothers?
Yes, my sister, she's okay. This is a foreign job. When I speak about me, it's the same when to speak also about my sister because we do everything, we share everything. So we are driving the company together. She's more in the artistic point of view. She's the person that take care about the box, the packaging, the design. She draw anything. She's maniac of any kind of details, and she's really tough.
It's all about details.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
sure.
Yes, and I'm also consider this part of the job the most important part of the job.
Mhm.
And when we made the perfume, and I present to her the job and say so she can evaluate if it's
Mhm.
good or not. I'm thinking that it's a good story. And after sometimes it's happened that she made the design and I fixed the perfume for this
Mhm.
project. And sometimes I made a perfume and she create around the perfume the right box and the right packaging and everything. So it's really a foreign job, and this is also I think that is the power of this brand because it's not only one person behind this, but it's the true love story between brother and sister that we dedicate all our life to the memory of our father also because it's very important. You see, in all our packaging there is this XTE
Mhm.
that for in Italian means for you.
Ah.
But for Tiziana and me means for Terenzi, for our father. So it's really every single bottles have this kind of.
Very nice. It's a very nice tribute.
Yes, it's.
How do you have kids?
Yes, I have two kids.
How do they feel about perfumery?
Frankly speaking, I think yes.
Good.
I can
Keep it going.
No, yes, we don't want to force them. They have to find their way. We did it, and they have to do it. So now they are young because my son is 10 years old,
Mhm.
but he is an excellent nose. He can recognize any kind of odor more than people that they are in the industry. I can tell
Yeah.
you.
That's
And-
awesome. I love that.
Yes.
That's really great.
And he's very talented. And my daughter, she did an exam before to enter the high school. Now she's 14,
Mhm.
and she took and she did it by herself. Okay, she started to play with me since when she was a child. But she entered in the lab. She prepared 4 fragrances for 4 different paintings. So she interpreted the mood of this of Munch painter. She translated in perfume and she created this project for the school. She had a very good exam.
Wow.
So she's also talented, and she's more in art. She's more following the attitude of my sister. So I don't know what's happened in the
It
future.
all ties in. Art, perfumery is an art, as far as I'm concerned. Music is an art.
Yeah.
And I found out that he plays guitar. Had I known I would have bought my keyboard, I would have told him to play the guitar. We could do a little jam session. for
Jam
you.
session for you. The return.
That was my first blooper. If you watch my videos, I always have where I mess up. Blah, blah, blah. That was my first one. So yeah, maybe next time.
Next
Yeah.
time, maybe I also, I will do so. But you tell about the artistic. At the artistic point of view, the perfume, and for me, is a really part of the art.
Mhm.
It's also wearing a perfume is an art. It's also a way to translate your mood to the people around you. You can wear something like an arm, like a charm, or to attract someone, or to defend yourself from the other. If you wear a Laudron hero, for example, that is extremely strong, I'm sure that you want to give a sign to the people around you that is not the same that if you wear teal. So the idea of the art is very important, and also the discipline around the art is the music, the painted, or the sculpture. It's something that you can mix through the experience and translate in the drop of perfume.
Amazing, I love it. Well, I love these two that I have in my hand. Thank you so much for taking me through this.
It's my pleasure and my honor.